Good merry morning. It's a bloody freezing cold day in Vancouver. I moved down here to avoid the snow, not living in Alberta. But I thought I'd have a chit chat with you. And the reason I'm having this awesome little chit chat this morning is because I've been ruminating on some concepts lately. And the universe is an awesome little thing big thing to work with. And it's really quite funny because the story goes that when you want life to change, then you've got to change. Now, my personal fear with having to do a lot of this stuff is what I have to say has already been said over and over and over again. And I was listening to somebody the other day say the same thing. And it kind of caught my attention for a moment because you're right, and I've said this before. The same story has been told over and over again. But the difference is, this is my voice saying what needs to be said and speaking my version of what needs to be said and my truth. So I'm gearing up to be able to speak, and I'm gearing up to speak daily. And the thing is I have no idea what the hell I'm going to say most of the time. And I think that's a journey that we're all on because we're getting used to using our voice. And I mean our personal voice and being okay with speaking our personal words and our personal version of those words. What I find is that a lot of people speak other people's rhetoric. And I don't know about you, but I'm kind of bored of it. I love to hear people tell their story and their journey and their perspective of what the hell's going on with them and with the world. And that's far more interesting than someone regurgitating something they heard from someone else or trying to work their 6 steps into making your personal life better. When we already have the magic to make our life better. We just got to start using our voice. And before I started this lovely little recording, there was a song on the radio, and I'm going to be really brave and try and sing it because I can carry a tune, but I try to avoid carrying a tune. And it goes, all we ever knew is all we ever do, or something like that. And it's such a beautiful song because it really talks about, we just keep repeating the same pattern. And he says in the song, it's time to wake up from this. It's time to wake up from this. And whoa, that was out of tune. I really need to practice singing again. But it's really time to sort of wake up from all of this rhetoric and habit and weird things that we've been forming in our lives. Whether we do it gracefully, which unfortunately most of us don't, myself included, or we do it with a big smack upside the head or teeth yanked out, it really is time to wake up. And so I'm going to try and do it a little more gracefully, and my way is to share. And I'm going to share my voice, my perspectives, my stories, my wisdom, and you do with it what you will. Hopefully you pick up some wisdom. Hopefully you go, Jesus, that woman is crazy. And maybe these will never be listened to or watched or anything. And that's cool too, because I know that it's time to do something different, and I know it's time to start sort of flexing a different muscle, a different joint, a different perspective in the world. And yes, a lot of what I might say has already been said, but perhaps my voice is the voice that needs to be heard, or my voice can be heard by those who could never hear that message before. Or, at least I'll be speaking and adding to a positive collective as opposed to a negative collective. And another really important thing for me, and I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but I do, because I'm constantly searching for a feminine voice in a lot of the rhetoric and a lot of the stuff out there. I'd like to put a feminine voice to what's going on there. And I don't mean a female. I mean a strong, positive, feminine voice. And mine is just coming to blossom. I'm not going to say that I'm going to nail it on the head every time, because I've played very hyper masculine to survive in a world that is hyper masculine. And as we're waking up our feminine and balancing it out with the masculine, because let's be honest, that's the game that's going on, is we're trying to integrate, not murder each other. I know we've been trying to murder each other for a really long time, but it's really time for us to use our voice positively and integrate the masculine, the feminine, the multi-sexes we've got out there, the multi-cultures, the multi-everything, and start to welcome it into us and kind of hold it in. And a lot of the voices that I hear out there and the really good teachers that I've seen are men, and I'm longing for a strong female presence to speak. And you know, I'm going to hope that we have more coming, and I'd like to be one of them, to be honest with you, and help balance what's going on in the world, to create this sort of beautiful collective. I'm not going to get it right. None of us are going to get it right. This is practice makes perfect, and perfection is an illusion. So all we can do is share our voice and start being collectively creative and loving the crap out of what we do. And if we don't love the crap out of it, that be okay with that too, because we also have this weird desire lately to remove things that we don't believe we should have. I think I released a video just a little while ago about anger and how we're scared of it. It's not to be scared of it, it's to bring it in and integrate it. Fear, sadness, happiness, joy, masculine, feminine, bisexual, biracial, I don't care. Whatever it is, that reflection needs a big old warm hug, needs us to go, no, I'm not going to murder you. I see you. I'm going to bring you in, and we're going to be stronger because I'm put back together. So there was my rant or meander, but this is my declaration for starting to really speak and starting to use my voice and starting to be creative and put a positive spin on what's on in the world. I know it looks sort of bleak sometimes, and you know what? That's right, it is. But that's okay, because the bleakness is there to show us the light, and we can hug it all through, and we can get through this if we get through collectively and consciously. No, unconsciously we have not been getting through this. So let's all start putting out a positive perspective. And if we have a bitchy moment, we're welcome to share that too. But let's just stop bitching at each other. I'm really going to use this too to stop bitching at myself included. So, okay, here's my declaration, loud and clear. I intend on releasing a video a day, just a little snippet of perspective and opening up, and hopefully creating space for others to do the same. And let's make this a consciously beautiful collective. And I want a feminine voice to all the masculine voices out there. And when I say feminine, I don't mean the half-assed princesses or gods or goddesses that we have out there. I want a full, complete version of it. And that's what I'm aiming for. So have a great day. Enjoy whatever weather is out there. And we'll talk to you soon.